in the category of solo spoken word, from North Georgia, Brianna Swann.
All the greatest songs ever written about love sing about heartbreak and finding the one. They taught me to cling to guys who will inevitably try to run, but I've been following this pattern ever since I was young. But I shouldn't complain. I'm living the dream. I've just fallen in love at the humble age of 13 with a boy who's much older and claims he's gonna marry me, but I'm not foolish enough to play into his scheme. I've got plenty of years to worry about a shiny wedding ring. Please, don't tease. I mean, clearly he was just joking, right? 3 years have gone by, and he's still trying to convince me, even after all our complications, like that one season where he totally ditched me. But actually, why not? I've always dreamed of being in love, and here he is making plans to come to college down in Atlanta because we're meant to be, he tells me. Why else would we have these strong feelings? But I agree. I am completely attached to him emotionally. So I prepare to jump off this 16-story building, trusting him to catch me. And as I bend my knees and leap, breathing deep as my feet leave the concrete, I see the street below me and think, I trust him, until an unseen machine hits the rewind button. I am jerked back through the wind and hit reality with a severe concussion. And there I was, lying on the ground at 16 years old. My head spinning in circles, feeling like I've lost all control. They were all right. I gave my thirsty heart to hands that weren't meant to hold. But this was the love I had always known. You see, I wasn't taught love from him. People break our hearts, and there's no way to avoid it. But what if I was looking at the wrong kind of love? Because the truth is, I've been reaching for security and people who have their own issues and only end up hurting me before taking a step back to remember the one who created me to bloom. A girl obsessed with the words, I love you, handing them out to every person in the room, but refusing to say them to the one true king, the definition of love itself in its most raw form, the illustrator of romance, and a song more beautiful than anything else. One about a father who deeply loved his daughter with such a passion he refused to live without her. So he chased her down and fought all her monsters. Every wall and shield she put up, he crashed through with chaotic power to heal her bleeding heart and tell her he is so sorry. She had to deal with the ugly repercussions of people who only seem to disappoint and make her question from a young age, what is the point? Because the truth is, no man was ever going to fill that void. The only cure was a love of quality much higher than that cheap stuff you read about in novels. A medicine so much richer than any substance doctors try to bottle. She was never meant to be bound by fear or to chase young men who were no longer here. She is worthy of love. You are worthy of love, my dear.